Hey, what up, YouTube? This your boy Rubber Band Trades. I'm back again with another trade recap for April 2nd, 2026. All right, y'all. So this is the last trading day of the week because tomorrow's Good Friday, um, and the markets will be closed. So coming into today, my mindset was one, I did want to take the A plus setup, in whichever direction that may be, and I knew I wanted to one, just not overstay my welcome in any of these trades as well. So right off the open, we noticed that we were trading into a 4 hour fair value gap. Price was somewhat respecting it, with the bounce at 8 o'clock. So my bias was a little bullish coming into today. However, I did see that we could remain heavy just due to the sentiment in the market. Overnight markets fell as well. So I did have a scenario for downside. Let's say if we did get that downside, I knew we could trade to the bottom of that 4 hour fair value gap before maybe possibly getting that move higher. But when the market opened up, we made a nice, strong bullish move to the upside. We're also eating into this 15-minute fair value gap right here below midnight open. So when we left midnight open untouched, I had a feeling that bulls would want to get back to the midnight open. So right here, I am noticing that we had a 1 minute market structure shift inside of a what was that? A 1 minute market structure shift inside a 1 minute imbalance. So I it's crazy because that 1 minute imbalance got flipped. And then when price started like catching a little bounce right here, I did like the indication that we could see that move higher from here. So I entered 5 contracts on my two top step fundeds and my combine. Um, Enter 5 contracts here. I like the move we were getting right there off the 8:30 open. So I figured that 8:30 open could hold us, being that it just seemed like today was going to be a fast morning type of trading atmosphere. However, price did not honor that 8:30 open, and we got stopped out immediately on that trade. So we were down a little bit coming into this day. No worry, no worry, because we still had a few scenarios played out. So right here, I am seeing that we are getting a little bit heavy. The 1 minute is showing a 1 minute bearish market structure shift. We are tagging into this 5 minute gap, and we also are coming back into the 4 hour bullish gap. Um, so right here, I guess I was just kind of like, all right, if we're not bullish, well, if that failed bullish setup didn't work, then I'll take the bearish setup lower. We did have some liquidity lower. We had like a previous week low down there, and again, I was willing to trade to the lower half of that 4 hour gap. Um, so right here, we're getting a little tap into this 1 minute at the 8:30 open, getting some nice rejections lower. So I did like that rejection lower. So I did enter with my 5 contracts again right there. I had my stop shortly above the high. Again, I'm putting my take profit all the way down at the bottom of this 4 hour gap. That's the purple gap right there. Um, or the purple rectangle that is right there on the side. So yeah, we're just again just monitoring this trade. Again, I'm liking this momentum because again I'm expecting the fast morning, so I am expecting this momentum to carry us through these levels fairly quickly. So that's me adjusting my stop right there. So right here, I was thinking like, all right, that should have been the push lower or the rejection that we needed to go lower. However, price was right here, just BSing. And at the same time, Top Step was freezing. So you can see right here, Top Step froze. So I just went ahead and canceled those orders right there. When Top Step started freezing, I'm canceling those orders, man. Like I don't know if any of y'all dealt with the issues that Top Step was running into late last year. There was a lot of uh, API issues with the interface, and so when that market started showing me that it was stalling or lagging, I went ahead and closed those out fairly quickly, and good enough we ended up getting this bullish move back above that 1 hour, oh sorry, not the 1 hour, the 1 minute fair value gap that we put in off that little bearish move down. So it seems like after we grabbed some of that liquidity right there at those pre-market lows, we made this nice move higher, put in two 1 minute bullish FVGs. So I entered right there on the tap of one bullish FVG. I entered 5 contracts on my two top step fundeds, and I set my main target for previous day low, which is also at London high. And I set my stop shortly below that 1 minute FEG and the 1.5 standard deviation. So right here, I also entered 3 more contracts on this trade. Um, this was probably this I don't want to say probably, but this is one of the rules of mine that I did break today. So I will be logging that in the journal as well. Like, I took 2 L's. I should not be sizing up into the next trade. However, I was fairly confident that um, this was going to be the move that we were going to get. You know, being that first bullish trade I didn't work out, and then the second short didn't work out. It seemed like, okay, shorts are clearly trapped. Bulls have got this right now. So when price started making this move up higher, you can see right there, I set some sell limits right at the midnight open. So I knew I wanted to take some profit right there at midnight open. And as you can see, boom, man, we're getting some nice momentum out of these 1 minute gaps. The trade's looking pretty well right here. I'm adjusting my stop because, again, I do want to protect some of the gains I made. And nice, you see right there, we made a strong move through that midnight open. Now, so right here, I'm just literally just trimming contracts as we make this move higher. Um, Now I adjust my sell limits, and this is where I start thinking like, okay, we can get all the way up to this 15-minute gap at the midpoint of the ORG. So that's why I'm adjusting my final targets way up there to 23,970. It looked like we had the momentum to get up there, so I was adjusting my final TP. So right here, I got two limits to go off, or 2 contracts to go off at previous day low and London high, and I got my stop loss below the midnight open bullish FEG. So we're pretty much chilling in this trade at this point, and like, honestly, I can't complain. This trading day uh, kept me on my toes. You know what I'm saying? I took 2 L's right off the back, and then I found the A plus setup. So this is a good trading day for me. We made over about like 1900 on the top step fundeds. We made a good chunk on our combine. It was in drawdown, so we brought that back out of drawdown. So we're gonna be good to go for next week, guys. And as you can see right here, this is where my limits get hit right at previous day low and London high, guys. So like I said, this was a great trading day. Um, we followed our model, even though, like I said, we took those 2 L's, but we have amnesia to the losses, guys. We have amnesia. I mean, we learn from, don't get me wrong, we learn from them, but at the same time, as we're taking those L's, we're not letting them affect the next trade, and that's why we were getting this nice move right here. So right here, I'm just chilling in this trade. I'm letting my profits, I'm moving my stop loss and profit up. I did still have a final target for that 4 hour gap all the way up there. However, I did not want to give too much of this trade back, so that's why I'm moving my stop losses up. And so when price made that nice move above previous day low, we were expecting that gap at previous day low to continue to hold, so we can get that pop up there higher. And it looked like it was coming. It looked like it was gonna give it to me, but we pulled back. We pulled back just so a little bit, just inside these little 1 minute bullish imbalances. It's all good. It pretty much stopped me out of one of my fundeds, and my second one was very well on the way to getting stopped out as well. But yeah, honestly, I can't complain about this trading day, guys. Um, like I said, we took 2 L's off the back, readjusted, found the A plus setup, and hit it. I can't, honestly, like I said, I can't complain. The great trading day on Good Friday. And yeah, man, if you guys like what you're seeing, like the video. If you like the knowledge that you're getting in these recaps, please subscribe. We're going to have more videos coming down the way. And I appreciate y'all sticking by. And here you guys can watch and see what happened with my last contracts and what happened with the market right here. I love y'all. Appreciate the love. Peace.